Here doing a deck profile of Royal Paladins for Dallas regionals coming up this weekend, and he's going to go through the deck and show what he's testing to play.
Alright everybody, this is my Royal Paladin build. I'll give you a second to look over it, and I'll explain why I did certain things, while I'm playing certain cards, the certain numbers while I'm not playing
There's two
cards.
proxies for the perfect guard.
Yeah, anybody in Dallas who is going to Dallas, I've been kind of spamming the YouTubes, but I'm looking for 2 flash shields. I'll trade good for them, you know, because this is going to be the winning deck. Now, before I go over card for card, there's certain things you need to know about the deck. Because I know people play Toy Pongo and all that stuff, and I understand why they do it, but my build is it's a Royal Paladin build, but it's at the same time to me a little bit more consistent. And that's what I'm going into this tournament thinking, is that consistency will be the key, but you still have to play a good number of pushes. So my starting vanguard will be Drangle, and that is for the 1 and 2 I run. I don't run the 3. The 3's not good. It relies too much on having them 2 in the soul, and that's not what this deck is about. This deck is to hopefully accomplish plussing 1 and then plussing again from the free ride chain, which they have given Royal Paladins. So that's my starter to get the +1 and +2. Now my triggers here, I've tested 6 draw 6 crit, 12 crit, you know, stuff like that. And to me, it's not even really just in Royal Paladin, unless a certain deck has a gimmick. To me, it should be 4 draw, 8 crit, 4 heal. Now, you gotta look at it like this. Depending on how the game is going, you're going to want to push for damage, no matter what. Yeah, you can play 6 draw, and yeah, a draw trigger can potentially be a perfect guard or, you know, 15k shield, but it can also be draw trigger into a draw trigger, and you lose another trigger. Or if you open up with your draw triggers, it's just that's really bad. I mean, it sucks because 6 draw 6 crit isn't horrible. It's pretty good, but for Royal Paladin, you're gonna want to apply pressure to the board and keep that pressure on there. So, like I said, I run the 4 heal because if you're not running heal, you're not playing the game right. The 8 crit for whenever they think they can't block, and then I twin drive into double crit, and oh, there's 3 damage right there. And then 4 Mongol as my draw trigger, because I do still run Soul Saver. I understand why some people don't like Soul Saver, but it's too good of a push to not play it, especially how my deck works. So now we're going to go to grade 1s. And my grade 1 lineup, it's pretty basic. Like I said, I don't run Toy Pongo. I don't like it. You need grade 3s for it to be effective, and with you running grade 3s like Palamedes in Royal Paladins, they will target your grade 3s more than you want them to, which cuts Toy Pongo down from being a 9k booster. So I run the 4 Galahad to match with a Drangle. I run 4 Flash Shield because they're just, with Spectral Duke winning the last regionals, there are going to be a lot of net deckers, and you're going to want to block all their attacks, you know, in a smart, educated way for the game, but you're going to want those flash shields. I mean, it's self-explanatory. If you're not playing 4 perfect guards, you're not playing the game right. So, next we'll go to the 4 Pongo choice. Now, people don't play, well, from what I've seen, a lot of people don't like Pongo anymore, and I think that's really silly, because number 1, he's a 7k booster. Number 2, he's a grade 1. So if you miss the ride chain or anything like that, you have him. Number 2, he can fuel your soul and search out one of your win conditions. To me, that is too broken. And it's for 1 counterblast. And like I said, it's a 7k booster, so paired up with Palamedes, it's a 20 row. 20 rows on the rear guard is just too ridiculous not to even think about playing. And since I'm playing these 12, I've tested the 2 spots over and over again between the Maiden of the Lake and the Marin. And to me, the Maiden of the Lake isn't bad. It adds consistency, and it sometimes doesn't. It's a sack. And if you can get the good card out of it, you get the good card out of it. If you can't, you can't. So to me, having the two 8Ks making my Palamedes and my Soul Saver 21 rows, it really hurts those 11K Vanguards because they have to block for Philly. And so now we're going to go to our grade 2s. I run 4 Akani. Akani gets you Pongal. Akani makes a 15 row. Akani leaves rear guards on the back. The grade 2 Galahad, because it's part of the riot train, it's pluses. And then 3 Galatine because I like rare Galatines, and it really doesn't matter. He fits the deck more than Lamarck or whatever his name is. So grade 3s, we got to kind of run up on time here. 3 Palamedes is your rear guard. Palamedes is probably the best rear guard in the game right now until new sets come out. It makes 20k rows with almost all your grade 1s in the deck. And it's a very powerful push. Not a very good Vanguard, but that's why you run Pongal. So you're running pretty much about 12, 10 grade 3s. Alfred, he's a really good rear guard and a really good Vanguard. I don't believe in more than 2. To hit 2 is a perfect number. And Soul Saver at 2, he's a 20k Vanguard with a 7k booster. 21 with that has a very busted effect to give 3 cards 5k. And it's one of your win conditions. You really shouldn't play it without it. And like I said, we'll have games up with the deck, and I'll go into more analysis later on it, but that's my deck profile for Royal Paladins for Dallas Regionals, and we'll see you there. Bring the flash shields.